Alright, today we're going to start off by taking out some of this gravel. We're eventually going to cut quite a bit of, let me show you here, we're eventually going to cut quite a bit of it off back in there, but until we get a good plan, I'm just going to cut this portion off right here. That way we can start growing some grass seeds so these dogs have some more room to play. So I figured that'll be a good way to start things off. Okay, so I I moved all of the gravel from here, and so now they got a nice patch of what will soon be grass. And I went ahead, this isn't going to be permanent what it looks like, but for the meantime, I just went ahead and replaced the seal on the outside, so that way it all made sense. And I'm going to push the gravel back and get it ready. The reason I didn't time lapse it is because I broke my stand. I was trying to move it and it just completely, yeah, that's not supposed to happen. So it's not standing anymore, but I will update you all on the stuff as I go. Okay, so it's getting ready to storm and I got the seeds and the topsoil down just in time. So hopefully this rain will water it and all this grass will sprout up. Rooney seems to love eating the topsoil, but can't be doing that. So after it rains, I'm going to spread this around a little bit more because I have a feeling it'll move just a little bit, but we'll get it all finalized and hopefully this grows nice and well back in here. All right, so I got some of the materials for the workbench. Got some 2x4s and my dad's coming with the rest of the materials, but we are going to be building that bench right there. So it's going to be about 8 foot and actually, you know what? I did a terrible drawing over here of what I think it should look like. It's actually not terrible, but this line for my measurement makes it look terrible. And these aren't the actual measurements I'm going to use anyways, so it doesn't matter. But just figured I'd show you that very average drawing right there. But I think that it'll really open this room up. We got this shelf the other day, and of course it's all piled together. Everything's still a mess in here because, well, once we build this this workbench, we'll get everything moved out and ready. I just finished cleaning out the grill. I didn't finish. I'm getting ready to start cleaning out the grill, basically. Getting it all set up, and I think we're gonna move it upstairs, but yeah, starting to look decent in here. Especially once we get this part built, it'll really make the room pop, I think. Okay, as you can see, the grass is starting to grow in a little bit more. It's finally starting to come up, all these little speckles of grass. If it wasn't for these two running and jumping in it, as you can see, they've dug divots and tore down the fence. But it does look a lot better over here than it does over here. So that will be transformed next. But eventually this will all fill in. I might have to plan a little bit more after what they tore up and ate, but we'll get there. All right, building the workbench. Step 1, secured it to the studs. Did some cutting. Dad's here to help me. So he got it all figured out, the measurements here and everything. And he's gonna be showing me how to build this thing. It's gonna be pretty big, gonna be 8 foot across, as you can see right here. So let's see how it turns out. Making some progress here, so we got the full frame in. Now we just need to cut a couple more to go right here on the inside, and then we are going to lay down the plywood on top for the actual surface. we got some more stuff for the garage. We decided just to take their whole exact board that they're selling things on.
They're very efficient. You can hold a lot of packages that you don't want to open yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so that way if anyone comes to my garage and I want to sell, I've got anything for sale.
These are perfect for garage sales.
Garage sales, yes, you're right. They have a whole aisle of them here.
Yeah.
So you just
grab and go.
Yeah, it's really easy. You just
grab and go.
Yeah, it says grab and go. I just grabbed the whole thing and put it right in the pegboard. Perfect. Okay, so we finished the main bench part. I had to call him back up there, the big guns. So we finished this part, but now we gotta put on this this pegboard here for the back of it. But it's too big, so I've called in the big guns to help me lift this / saw this. Here we go. It's gonna be hard to cut. All right, so we got the pegboard hung up and some random stuff on there. That's not where all it's gonna go, but we just threw it up here while Allie brooms. Yeah, me and Brady build it and Allie cleans it. You volunteered, we didn't tell you to. But it's looking good. This is a good progress. So I guess we'll check back when we get the rest of the stuff cleaned up. Okay, so here's the workbench all done, and here's a nice picture of my dog, Rooney Roo. He wants to play ball. He loves playing ball in the new garage. But anyways, so we got a whole setup here. This stuff over here will all get moved eventually once we get racks. A lot of this stuff around here will get moved once we get racks up top to hang it. But that is fine. The bench is looking pretty good. I'm gonna get a couple more like bolt holders and stuff to hold screws and everything. So this stuff will get put up eventually. I just have to get the right stuff to hang it up here, or a toolbox that I can lay that stuff out in. But yeah, I think it looks really good. This is definitely a big improvement. Able to store a lot more stuff here, and I still have tons of room to be able to do work. But yeah, I really like it. That is for sure. So we got plenty of room in here. And I guess I will update you all on this as we continue to improve the garage. Got a couple more projects for sure that I'm wanting to do, so it ought to be interesting. But so far, it's looking good.